I'm not going to do too much on Donald Trump's recent interviews, but there is one interview that I think deserves some discussion. Donald Trump this morning was very late to what could be his last Fox News interview as a non-lame duck president. Trump did a handful of rallies yesterday and didn't make it back to the White House until very late. He was expected on Fox News bright and early this morning on Fox and Friends. He just didn't appear on time. The belief is he slept through it. Eventually, Trump called in 40 minutes late or something like that. Sounded terrible. But more importantly, his closing message was a disgusting and humiliating one. Take a look at some of these clips. Of course, the rumor has been Trump is planning to declare victory if he has any path to possible victory tonight, even if he hasn't won. Asked about it, Trump says, I will declare victory when there's victory. Sounds like he has a frog in his throat, sounds down, sounds depressed, sounds sort of resigned.
So, Mr. President, the analysis of what they're talking about and some of the things you've said, they are suggesting that you may declare victory if the early numbers favor you. At what point will you declare victory?
When there's victory. If there's victory, I think we'll have victory. I think the polls are, suppression polls, and I think we'll have victory, but only when there's victory. I mean, there's no reason to play games, and I think we'll have victory. I think I look at it as being a very a very solid chance at winning. I don't know what the chances are. I don't know how they rate the chances, but I think we have a very solid chance of winning.
So many people heard that and thought, oh, that's reassuring, right? He will only declare victory when there's victory. The problem with Trump is he believes he will win, period. And what happens if the numbers don't support that position? At this point, it's not even worth speculating. We will know soon. Let's just wait and see. Trump at one point saying it's been a great run, which for a moment sounded almost like a farewell tour. And we've been seeing this now for the last 5 or 6 days, which is Trump still insists we will win. We're ahead everywhere, that there aren't suppression polls. We're winning everywhere. But then he'll have these 5, 10, 20-second moments where he sounds almost like he's saying goodbye. This was one of them.
And it's been a great run.
Then Donald Trump again suggesting that all of these boat owners who support him are a signal that how could he lose? The boaters, the people with boats in Florida's Intercoastal and other places, they love me, and so I will win.
Boats, different places, and you've seen the boats. The boats are 6,000 boats in a lake, and we're all going for records.
I mean, listen, when people with boats support you, how can you lose, right? Well, let's see. Then Fox and Friends host Ainsley Earhardt sets Trump up by talking about how mean everybody is to him. This is one of the 3 major cable news networks interviewing a president with a record of 20,000 lies and absolute immoral, negligent mishandling of a 100-year global pandemic. And Ainsley Earhardt says, Mr. President, talk about how they're mean to you. This is how they do it. Take a look.
And when they say that they love you, and when they say they love you, I like how you say, well, I love you too. Because when you love someone, that's always nice to hear back. But what has it been like? Have you loved the job, or has it been worth it because you've been under so much attack?
Well, it's been mean. It's been, you've dealt with horrible people like Shifty Schiff and Crazy Nancy and Crying Chuck Schumer. You deal with some horrible people.
Really hard-hitting stuff, huh? It's shocking Trump was even able to answer these questions. Then this was just a weird moment. Donald Trump bizarrely claimed that the United States is more difficult to deal with than Russia or North Korea. Almost as if the U.S. is a foreign country he's dealing with. I don't know how to make heads or tails out of this. It's just a weird thing to say. Take a look.
But you deal with people that are very deceptive, but they'll go, Mr. President, tell me, who's the country that's most difficult to deal with? Is it Russia? Is it China? Is it North Korea? Sir, is it North Korea? And I go, no, well, by far, the most difficult country to deal with is the U.S. It's not even close.
Yeah, just a really strange direction. And then this is maybe my favorite moment from the entire interview. Donald Trump attacks Fox News while on Fox News and says, Fox changed. Fox has been airing Biden's speeches lately. And it's a beautiful moment. It's a poetic moment because Fox News ends up having to defend itself to the president. It's just a great moment. Take a look. If this is the end for Trump, this is just a great moment to go out on.
You've said on the stump before, right, Mr. President, I know you've said on the stump before, I wouldn't have gotten into this job or ran for this job if the previous administration wasn't, in your words, so bad. And some have said that Barack Obama's come out to be the bad cop, to go after you. One of the things he said last night was he's going around spreading COVID like he's a carrier because he cares more about having these big crowds than he does keeping people safe. Do you want to respond to the former president?
Well, fortunately, he's drawing flies. He's not getting anybody to go listen to him too much. Actually, Fox puts him on more than anybody else, which is sort of shocking to me because Fox has changed a lot. And somebody said, what's the biggest difference between this and 4 years ago? And I say Fox. It's much different. You still have great people.
But
you're three of them.
But Mr. President, can I just say one thing? What they try to do at Fox,
in terms of
but
politics.
we just want to show both. Unlike the other networks, they were trying to show both sides. So, hey, here's President Trump live. Here's Joe Biden live. Because we feel it's a responsibility to sell.
We report, they decide.
Yeah,
right.
so I don't think it's an endorsement of anybody.
When Fox News hosts have to explain to the president that, we have to acknowledge that you have an opponent and we have to mention that your opponent is campaigning, it's not an endorsement. Things have gotten really bad in the country when that's something that the president has to be explained like a little kid. And then a final closing message from Trump, a moment of unity and of bringing people together. Trump says it would be terrible for women, for Kamala Harris to be the vice president of the United States.
Shots, and if he does, he's not going to be there very long. He's got a vice president who's further left than Bernie Sanders, who is not a particularly good person. And she would be, I think, a terrible first representative if she became the first woman president. I think it would be a terrible thing for our country. I think it would be a terrible thing for women.
So there it is, Donald Trump's last pre-election call into Fox and Friends, and hopefully any future calls will be as lame duck, but we have to make it happen tonight. I will be live, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, starting moments before the 7 p.m. results come in. Don't miss it. Join me then just short of 7 p.m. Eastern time. Very big night ahead of us. A lot of the shirts you see me wearing on YouTube are actually made by a company called Teddy Stratford. I love these shirts, and that's why I asked them to be a sponsor of the show. It really is the most innovative shirt you can buy because most slim fit button-up shirts give you this weird stretched out gap in the chest where the buttons are. You don't get that with the Teddy Stratford shirts because all of their shirts come with a patented zipper hidden beneath the buttons, which prevents the chest from stretching apart like that. But most importantly, just overall, it makes the shirt fit much better and look better. The carefully designed shirt is also cut in a way that improves the look of your upper body physique. It has a really nice, elegant, close fit that other shirts don't really give you. It also has a specially designed collar that won't fall down and lay flat, which I love. The difference all around with these shirts really is noticeable. Go check them out at davidpakman.com/Teddy. The link is down below and they'll give you 15% off your first order if you use the coupon code PAKMAN at checkout.